At 87 years old, my doctor looked at my blood test results, looked back at me, and said something that made me smile. He said, "Your numbers look like they belong to a woman in her 50s. For a moment, he thought the lab had made a mistake, but there was no mistake. You see, I live alone. I cook for myself, take care of my small home, and every morning I still walk around my neighbourhood without a cane. Many people I know who are 20 years younger struggle with stiff joints, poor sleep, or constant fatigue. So my doctor asked me a simple question. What exactly are you doing every morning? And when I told him, he quietly took out his notebook and started writing. Before I share those habits with you, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Margaret Hale. I'm a retired physician, and I spent more than 50 years helping older women understand their bodies, protect their mobility, and stay independent as they age. During all those years, I noticed something very important. The women who aged well were not the ones chasing miracle cures. They were the ones who followed small, simple routines every day, and most of those routines began in the morning. The first habit may surprise you because many people over 70 do the opposite. When I wake up in the morning, I don't jump out of bed. Instead, I sit up slowly and give my body a minute or two to wake up. I gently rotate my ankles, stretch my hands, and take a few slow breaths before standing. There is a very important reason for this. As we age, the body takes longer to regulate blood pressure when we change positions. If you stand up too quickly, blood can briefly move away from the brain, and that's when dizziness happens. Over the years, I've seen many older women fall, not because they were weak, but simply because they stood up too fast. I once had a patient named Clara. She was 73 and very active. One morning, she rushed out of bed, became dizzy, fell, and fractured her hip. That single fall changed her life. Since then, I've told every woman over 70 the same thing. Treat the first 2 minutes of your morning with care. Let your body wake up slowly. Now, the second habit happens before I drink coffee. The first thing I do is drink a large glass of warm water, not tea, not coffee, just water. During the night, our bodies lose fluids through breathing and natural processes. By morning, many older adults are mildly dehydrated without realizing it. Even small dehydration can make the blood slightly thicker, slow circulation, and make joints feel stiff. Many times patients came to me complaining about morning fatigue or headaches. After a few simple questions, we discovered they barely drank any water early in the day. That first glass of water wakes up your digestion, supports your kidneys, and even helps your brain feel more alert. It's such a simple habit, but it makes a noticeable difference. Now, the third habit is something that has kept my body moving well even at 87. Every morning I walk, not fast, not far, just consistently, about 15 minutes. As we age, our joints rely heavily on movement. Inside every joint is a fluid called synovial fluid. Movement helps circulate this fluid and keeps the joints lubricated. Without movement, stiffness builds quickly. I remember a lovely woman named Eleanor who came to see me after her husband passed away. She stopped leaving the house in the mornings and spent most days sitting. Within 2 years, her balance declined, her legs weakened, and her confidence disappeared. But when she finally started walking again, just 10 minutes every morning, something wonderful happened. Her strength improved, her mood lifted, and even her sleep became better. Movement truly is medicine, and you don't need a gym to benefit from it. The fourth habit is something nature provides for free. Morning sunlight. After my walk, I spend 5 or 10 minutes outside in the early light. That light sends a signal directly to the brain. It helps regulate the body's internal clock, which controls sleep, hormones, and energy levels. As women age, this internal clock can become less stable. That's why so many women over 70 wake up repeatedly during the night. Morning light helps reset that rhythm. Over the years, I saw many patients struggle with insomnia. Some tried sleeping pills for years. But when they simply began getting sunlight early in the day, their sleep gradually improved. Sometimes the body responds best to the simplest solutions. And finally, the fifth habit may be the most important for long-term health. Every morning I connect with someone. Sometimes I call my daughter. Sometimes I greet a neighbour during my walk. Sometimes I chat briefly with the same shop owner who has known me for years. Human connection is powerful medicine. It reduces stress hormones, supports heart health, and strengthens the immune system. One of my oldest patients once told me something that stayed with me forever. She said, "The body ages faster when the heart feels alone." After 50 years in medicine, I believe she was absolutely right. Now notice something about these habits. None of them are complicated. No expensive supplements, no extreme workouts, just 5 gentle routines repeated every morning. Wake up slowly, drink water first, move your body with a short walk, let the morning sunlight touch your face, and connect with another human being. These small habits quietly shape how the body ages. At 87, I'm not trying to live like a young woman, but I am determined to live like a strong older one. And if you're watching this and you're in your 60s, 70s, or even your 80s, please remember this. Your body is still listening to the choices you make each day. Small habits today can mean stronger legs, clearer thinking, better sleep, and more independence tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, start with just one of these habits. Your future self will be very grateful that you did.